Hey everybody, recently a customer asked us, how do you clean headliners with the Vapor Rhino? Well, today we're going to show you exactly how to do it. So hang in there, we got some great footage for you coming right up. Today we're going to look at cleaning a headliner using dry vapor steam mode, as opposed to using a wet extractor. See, a lot of companies avoid cleaning headliners because they're kind of difficult to do and there's a risk involved. Headliners essentially are fabric that is glued to a hard backing. Sometimes it's cardboard, sometimes it's plastic, and if you treat the surface wrong, it is possible to cause the headliner adhesion to dissipate or weaken and potentially cause the headliner to fall down. With the Vapor Rhino, if you do this right, you don't have to worry about it at all. So I was on the phone with a customer the other day, and they have some 60 outlets nationwide, and their entire service department, none of them will do headliners. They've just never had a process for doing it they trust. And I was trying to explain to him how it's done. So we were out in the field the other day. We had our phone with us. We had the Rhino, and we came across this very, very, very dirty headliner, and we wanted to show how it's done. So let's take a look at that right now. I just love working with the Rhino. It just makes everything so simple. As you can see here, the technician's been using the dry vapor steam out of the Vapor Rhino steam system and a clean microfiber cloth. The idea here is to use the heat and the steam to loosen up the chemical bonds as well as the mechanical bonds of the dirt and grime that's on the surface of the upholstery, and then take a clean microfiber cloth and rotate that rag as you're wiping. You want to pull out a fresh surface on that rag in every inch that you're going on that headliner, especially if the headliner is really dirty. Now, later on, if you get to a segment that's pretty clean, you can just dust it with the steamer and just take the cloth and buff it out. It'll come out really nice. But when it's dirty like this, you want to take the steamer, loosen the dirt, and then roll the cloth and catch the dirt on the cloth, not grind it into the fabric. But typically for something like this, you're looking at 2 to 4, maybe 5 inches away from the surface. The idea there is to hit it with just enough force to loosen the mechanical bonds, the moisture and heat to break the chemical bonds so you can wipe it up afterwards. If you get too close, you can literally write your name in the fabric, and that will give you an uneven cleaning pattern. So you want to keep a little bit of distance. Just like you see here with the hand, about 2 to 4 to 5 inches away. Or the other option is, if you want to get closer and you want to not have to worry about that, you can adjust the steam flow on the machine itself. You can vary the steam flow from, as you can see on the right, from 100% on down to 0 with that knob right on the machine. And by the way, the chemical feed or the hot water feed for the injection system is also 100% adjustable. So it's such a beautiful system. Look at that flow rate. 10%, 5%, right down to a whisper. If you wanted to clean some delicate item or an antique or whatever your imagination can conjure up, something very, very delicate, you can set that down to a whisper. The Vapor Rhino is 100% adjustable, or instantly crank it right back up to 100% flow for a thunderous cleaning result. Okay, we're going to continue cleaning this little segment uninterrupted. Just using the nozzle to release the chemical and mechanical bonds of the dirt and grime that's on that headliner. Keeping the nozzle a reasonable distance away as not to draw lines and make all kinds of marks on the headliner. And then rotate your rag, lifting that dirt off. It's a beautiful thing. Now, most headliners are not nearly this dirty, and in most cases you could just hit a big large section, come with your cloth and buff it down, and you'll be done. You make the headliner look really good. It's also good for taking out marks and stains from the kids, ketchup, other things. You can use it, turn down the steam flow a little bit, use the heat to work the little spot, and it can do magic. And mix that with some of your specialty upholstery cleaners. Use a little brush and dab it on if you need to for really, really bad stains. A little bit of patience, you can work most things out of a fabric pretty well.